Hello my dear Gemini, this is a love reading, a prediction for your season, May 20 to June 20, 2020, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I want to wish you all a happy birthday and celebrating this time of year in the best fashion possible. Inviting maybe friends over Skype or FaceTime. Okay. So, this will be a love reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So, when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. So, use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Taurus season that is up, that is going on right now. Or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos the playlist contains. I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. Okay, so when I open your deck here, I see the High Priestess in the reverse together with the Page of Pentacles in the reversed. So it feels like you're dealing with someone that knows exactly what is going on and what's asked of them, but refusing to play their part, or refusing to be humble in the situation and do what is necessary to solve it. Okay, so they know. I call the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have the Six of Swords in the reverse with the Page of Pentacles in upright position. So it still seems like they are unable to move on from this situation though, even though they are stubbornly not wanting to see the light or make humble changes. They are also unable to move on and leave you behind maybe. So that was their plan, it seems, but it didn't work out that way. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, and still in the reverse here, and it shows an inability to put in the right kind of work. It might be that the person is not just lazy here, they can also lack the tools, for example, to learn to say I'm sorry, or to be able to see things another person's from another person's point of view. It might be so unusual for them that they don't feel like they have the tools. How do I even begin? How do I even, you know, put this ball into roll? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Maybe they know about being posh and smart and stubborn, but they don't know about being loving, humble and empathic, but it's there inside of them. It's just that maybe culture or parents or friends have give them praise for other parts of their personality than these more vulnerable parts. So they are vulnerable. You can see it's a little page here. So I call the six elements. And here we have a Page of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. So that's you, together with this little Page of Pentacles. This usually shows when it comes to pages like this, it can point to a twin flame relationship. It might also point to Gemini, of course, that's twins. This can be another part of you as well, but we are usually attracting a person on the outside that has a key to what we have hidden on the inside. So their most apparent personal trait is probably something that you need to develop in yourself. And this might be stubbornness, for example, or refusing to give in and refusing to see things another person's from another person's perspective. So sometimes we can have been extreme to one side, and we need to go a little bit extreme to the other side to eventually be balanced in the middle. And then we have learned a new skill. So I definitely think you two are supposed to learn new skills from each other. And you're standing there with your sword raised, so I'm thinking you're defending yourself against them. But here they will come, it seems, and try with this where they don't have any tools. So it will probably not go particularly well, but it's what it is. Okay. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us Queen of Pentacles. I think this person needs to learn to love themselves first and kind of be cool and all right with everything they are, so that they can mature. And when they are strong in themselves and kind of laid back, rock solid, and able to stand by themselves, they will also be able to stand by you. And with this Queen of Pentacles, for some of you acting from your divine feminine, it might be that they feel that you would be a good committed partner. So that can be a side note. So I've forgotten where I were, but I want you to have love in your life and to find yourself in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay. Beautiful. So I will just tune in for a few seconds to you and your situation here in Gemini season. Gemini. Okay. Okay. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the 5 of Wands in the reversed, and I'm feeling it's this little Page of Pentacles that's learning to be able to put down their arms and not always win or always come out on top or be the one in the know or the one with the straightforward shoot from your hip solutions. So this is a good thing. It shows a softening here. And this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's another 5, but it's the major arcana 5 that is 5 of Wands point to, and it shows a little bit what we saw earlier with the 2 pages, that both of you have something to learn from this relationship. The 5 is the things we have already learned, the things that are in our library, our human library of human knowledge. And sometimes these can be all wrong. We can have things in our culture that is not for everyone's highest interest. And the 5, the Hierophant, has become also not only symbol for family and tribe and commitment and spiritual growth through relationships and kind of rubbing off on each other like this with this 5 here. It has also become a symbol for power, or a symbol for a person misusing their power as well. So with this in the reverse, I'm thinking also this will be in a weakened state, so that maybe the power, what was the power was founded on, is crumbling in its foundation. Okay, so this is what's on your mind, about the person most on your mind, and this is the situation you have with that person, and this is what's on their mind about you, and this is your feelings towards them. The bond between you, and this is their feelings towards you, and this is your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome, and their behaviors and attitudes. When I do this spread normally for people that's not looking through a camera, I'm putting this like this. I'm changing these a little bit, but I'm trying to get this all to be seen through the camera. But for those of you that wants to try this at home, you can play with these positions a little bit. Okay, so we'll start with the situation. And we have the Ace of Cups, so it's definitely love here, and it's kind of the glue that binds you to together. So even if this person is stubborn, don't want to change, wants to shoot you from the hip instead of being vulnerable together with you, there's a growing insight for this person that you have connection, an emotional and probably also spiritual connection that's very hard to ignore. Okay, and it might be that we see the hand coming from their side here. This is the divine masculine side, this is the divine feminine side. So if you identify as a woman or a man as the divine masculine, you will be on this side, and it's you that's handing out this love here. So I think this love in the foundation of this relationship, but culture and power games and plays have been disrupting it all. Okay, and this is what's on your mind about this person, most on your mind. And we have a King of Wands in the reverse. Now I'm getting several different things here. First, you think that they are a bad leader. They want to have power, or they want to sit on top, but they are not using this power for good things. They are using it to benefit themselves. And this is making you a little bit rebellious, so that you don't want to play this game with this person, because you don't want to give leadership to a person that doesn't seem mature enough to have it. So that's what I'm feeling. So you're frowning a little bit on this person and thinking that they have blown themselves up in proportion, and that they basically don't know what they are talking about, and you probably feel that they are lost in their ways. Okay, so this is what's on their mind about you. And we have a Ten of Swords, so there's a lot of pain here. This person has a lot of regrets, and they feel like you have really stopped loving them, and that it came probably as a lightning strike, just a flash from above, your changed attitude. Before, you probably were more supportive towards them and their ego, and then one day you weren't anymore, and this person feels the effect of it, and they think that you are over them and that you don't want to have anything more to do with them. So we can say that at this point in their head, all hope is gone, even though they want to give you this cup. They are probably pretty convinced that you wouldn't accept it, and that's probably true as well. Particularly since they don't have the tools to present this cup in a way that you could accept it. So we're going to look at the bond that still is between you or not. And we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords in the reverse, it's very great. It's a great card, actually. It shows you freeing yourself from the opinions of others here. So before, they could probably rule you a little bit by making you jump through hoops. They would be able to maybe say something a little bit negative that were aimed so that you would put in more effort into the relationship, into your love for them, or into your own looks, or how you presented yourself to the world. So it was like they were not entirely satisfied with you in the communication that they used towards you. And that made you a little bit nervous, and you tried to do the best you can to be in the way that they liked you to be. But since you're not thinking that they are such a great leader anymore, you don't give a crap of what they are saying. So this is you freeing yourself from the prison of another person's opinion, or the love that you have for them was maybe keeping you captivated together with them and their somewhat selfish and manipulating behavior. Okay, but the 8 is it's a stubborn card. 8 is an infinitive symbol, so it's not over until it's over. So I'm thinking this, since the relationship comes up here, it might be more to learn from this situation. So this is your feelings for them. 8 strength. So this is why you have been able to turn this 8 of swords upside down. You were able to take back your power, free yourself from the prison and the ties, and you're doing so by mastering kind of your own emotions. So your own emotion might be still wanting to do the same thing, basically throw yourself in front of the other person and say, please love me. But you have risen above because you don't think that they are a good leader, and this is Leo, so it's like you have used this Leo energy to rebel in this relationship and take back your power. And you're doing so not only by telling them that they are no longer what you seek. It's also, that was nicely put, I heard worse words, so that's why I'm laughing. But not only by, you know, putting them on their place, but also by putting yourself on your place, so that you don't do what you automatically want to do, and that is subordinate yourself so that it can be peace and love and understanding. So you're rising above this and becoming more self-sufficient, more able to have self-control, and you're kind of becoming more an adult, more mature, more grown up, so you don't need the other person's love and praise. So when they say jump, you no longer ask how high, you just shake your head. Okay. And you don't shake your head is no, you're more shaking your head like, oh, do you think so, really, that I will jump for you? And sadly here we have the Magician. It's the infinitive symbol. So this person is very stubborn in their way of not using their intelligence in loving and empathic ways. They're trying still to kind of outsmart you, charm you, play you, manipulate you, pull your strings, play up drama and other things with trickery to get you to where they want you, because this have worked for them in the past, and as we have seen, they don't have the tools for doing it in a more loving and empathic and vulnerable way, which would be necessary in this situation. So they're still trying their old ways of maybe using different ways of pressuring you. So for example, ghosting, refusing to communicate. It can also be being angry and negative and pushing, different things like this. Also using charming words that doesn't mean a thing. So it's 1-1 here. So it's still, they are very self-centered. They love their kind of problems here in the relationship and how they are going to fix it, while you are more oriented towards how to fix it as a soul group or as, you know, grown-up partners. So this is your behaviors and attitudes towards them, and it's the 4 of Swords. So here it's you ghosting them, but you are trying to regain your strength, and they are disturbing your peace of mind. So even thinking of them disturbs your peace of mind. So you're trying to deal with yourself now and to find inner peace and harmony, and kind of digest what you have been through in this relationship. So you're not very open for a business here. If they would come with their cup, you have closed your eyes so you wouldn't even see it, but we can see here. I think it kind of shows what needs to happen, that this person on this side needs to ask for forgiveness and show vulnerability to be able to come through the gateway there. So you are basically healing yourself, taking care of yourself, trying to find inner peace, and trying to cut the ties with this person so they won't have the power to affect your inner peace with just a text, just a word, just you thinking of them. So you're really working hard on yourself here to find ways to deal with the aftermath of this relationship. And so we can say you're ignoring them and you're trying to heal yourself. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. And we have the World card in the reverse. So they don't want this to end. They don't want to let this go. They feel like you are their soulmate, and they want to have a continuation with you. So they can't let you go, and but they're still trying with their old ways here. But the World card is a good card because it shows that destiny is involved. So you will get good helps from the divine. And I'm actually hearing a song here. And it's a song, I think it's a little bit older song. Get by with a little help from my friends. So it might be that when they see that their old ways doesn't work, they will ask for advice, and hopefully from someone that knows their shit, okay? So that they will be able to guide them how to do this in a more loving way. This is also the greatest card for the Divine Feminine, and it shows a lot of potential. This card is always good, no matter if it comes in reversed or in the upright position. It's always good. It's just when it's in the reversed, it's a person that might be refusing the obvious. The obvious is that this relationship is through and this person is refusing it, but that is kind of the divine plan all along. We can see that there's a divine plan here. So they are trying to get this person to feel exactly this, so that they will develop and find new tools, maybe with some help from their friends. Okay. And this is the outcome, and we have the Three of Pentacles, which then comes from this 21, 2 + 1, 3. So this person will try to find ways to heal this relationship again. The Three of Pentacles is not very in your face. So it might be that you won't notice so much this person's hard work. It might be that they will start to go into therapy, or that they will really start to listen to what their friends has to say about what they think of them and what they could do better, and what kind of personal traits they have that's not so much to other people's liking. And so I'm thinking they are more starting to study themselves, but also you. So you see they have found tools here, but I'm almost feeling like this is you, that they're trying to... No, it's not you. It's actually their inner you. So the person that they have inside of you, that's you. And this is the only person that can really talk to you in a way that would make you not frown upon this person. So they need to come with more empathy, more unconditional love, more maturity. So I'm thinking this person is working mainly on themselves, and they might have friends or therapists or even parents or religious leaders or role models or something that they are looking up to, and that's helping them with this. So I see that they want to work on the relationship with you, but I see that they need to work on themselves first, and that is what's going on here in the outcome. So I would, of course, advise you to move on and to find greener pastures elsewhere. You don't want to wait around for a screw up to, you know, come back and screw up again. But if you divine timing is at play, and you will be on the same place and they will be in the same place, it's really possible for this relationship to be reunited. We have 8-8 here in the World card, which kind of shows that it's a strong bond here. So I'm going to take an advice card for you, Gemini, and an extra happy birthday card also, moving on. So, strengthening bonds and moving on. So I'll read this card for you. The strengthening bond card for me, it's the Ace of Pentacles. So we have Ace of Cups here, Ace of Pentacles there. For me, it's about trial and error, that you get up your hope again and you try something new. You try something you didn't try before, and you try a new road, and you hopefully excel in that, and you're able to move on and move on and move on. So step by step, you're moving closer and closer towards the light. And it's very hopeful and beautiful card about windfall of beautiful things coming your way. But I will read this author's take on this card. The potential exists now to bring greater stability to your different relationships. Be realistic about what you can expect from others and what you can offer in return. Be consistent and clear in your actions and demand the same. By taking a down-to-earth approach, your expectations of other people are more likely to be met and relationship will be strengthened. So it says that you shouldn't have too much demands on this person because they don't have the tools. And if you would have very high expectation on them, you will probably get disappointed. So, scattered emotional energy will not serve you. Be sure to ground yourself. Steady and calm energy will translate into secure and strong relationships. To ground yourself, take a walk in nature and connect with the energy of trees and Mother Earth herself. Enjoy greater health by exercising and eating well. A healthy body will help you feel confident about yourself and your abilities. This self-assured energy will enable you to improve current relationship and attract new ones as well. And aces are, of course, also new beginnings. This person wants a new beginning with you, but you might want a new beginning with someone else because you're looking in another direction. And this was also helpful for the Four of Swords card. That's a little bit about illness. This person is lying on their deathbed. I'm not saying that you are doing that. You're actually kind of healing from a very challenging situation, and you might feel like, yeah, your face is all wrong, your body is all wrong, your hair is all wrong, everything is all wrong. And that's a certain phase in the healing process where we can see this on very depressed people. They usually don't shower or comb their hair. And we also have many reference in the religion of people throwing ashes over themselves and tearing their clothes to pieces and not shaving for 40 days or so. And this is, it's like a purifying phase. But here it's saying that it's time to get out of that ashes and I'm seeing this very strong cloth that you use to make, it's a weave that you use in farming. And I know people that's in mourning in certain cultures, they dress themselves in this kind of cloth. I don't know the name in English, but it's natural, maybe made from hemp or things like that. So I'm seeing you in ashes and this hemp cloth. And it's time to you know, baptize yourself again with beautiful clean water and take up the rags and do something about your hairstyle and start to eat healthy, do yoga, walk in nature, be careful with yourself and kind with yourself, but put yourself out there a little bit on the edge on this comfort zone. So if it's a challenge to put on makeup or a nicer shirt, then take that as a challenge this day, and next day it can be something else. So you push your boundaries a little bit, so because you're actually healing in a more rapid speed right now, and it's like you're coming back to life, and you can help this process by eating well and maybe checking into your nutrition if it's something missing, and you can also be a lot in the sun, of course sheltered from the sun, but in the sun, because it will give you it's like happiness straight from heaven. Okay, so, and then we have the moving on card. That's your extra for your birthday. It doesn't seem too giddy, but it's probably very good advice. So, change, cycle, stagnation, authenticity. Change is a necessary part of the natural world. This is also true of relationships. As a person evolves, so must the relationship, or it will stagnate. This card is a reminder to examine your current relationship to see if they still feed your soul and help you grow. Are you staying in a relationship because it seems okay and there's no real reason to end it, but you feel like something is missing? Or do your relationship have substance and bring you joy? Are you able to be your authentic self in your relationships? We saw with the other 8 of Swords here that you weren't, and that's why you are moving on and trying to heal from this. They are unable to move on and you want to move on, so you're still butting heads. This card suggests that it may be time to walk away in some respect. This can be an actual ending of a relationship, or simply taking a break to soul search. This is your time. Give yourself the space and permission to determine what you need and what you want, and then decide if it can be found in the current relationship as it exists now. If not, it may be the important time to make some essential changes. Okay, so it's really up to you and your strength here, the other eight, to decide to take this time where you're healing and kind of separating yourself from your important relationship, to also find out what it is that you want with this. But it's obviously seems, if we can say that this is the other person and this is you, that you're walking in different directions. And if this is them, the advice was for you, but if the picture is about them, it's them giving up on you ever wanting them again because they feel down on their luck. But you remember the Queen of Pentacles card? So if they walk away and they find self-love somewhere here, that can be the whole change. It has to do also with the Three of Pentacles. So it seems like you need time apart right now. They need to find a better version of themselves, and you need to take really good care of yourself, because it seems like you have exhausted yourself in this relationship. So you need to do things that's comforting and makes you happy and makes you feeling pleased and at peace and in harmony. So make a beautiful list of beautiful things that you love to do, small little things, and do 1 or 2 of them each day. Take a walk in nature, or be in the sun, or read a good book, or something that's making you happy. Calling a friend, or taking a cup of coffee with a friend, or something. So make the list and start to make your life happy, okay? Because you are on an upward spiral. It's going like up for you and a little bit down for this person, but it's necessary because they need to find new tools, and they are doing this over here, okay? So I hope this helped. I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you like my content and want to support my channel, you can do so not only by watching, but also liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing my videos. You can also donate to my channel through the link in the description box, or you can make Google Donate by clicking my ads or watch them for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. That is keeping my humble revenue up, so I can still free up time to make content for you on this channel. And I want to thank you so much in advance. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving, and supporting viewers. And your amazing comments make me feel like we are all one. So until next time, take really good care and bye-bye.